got to tell you about two things that happened on the show. One happened on Monday, one happened yesterday. One happened yesterday with Kyle and Monday with Rich that have completely consumed me. And I thought about this all day yesterday. Yesterday with Kyle's thing, and well, it was all week with Rich's thing, and then yesterday Kyle's thing happened yesterday, and it's just a throwaway thing that happened on the show. We were doing horoscopes yesterday, and I don't know because yesterday was the 13th, whatever. Right, so it was about somebody made some comment about bad luck or something, and then someone says, "Johnjay, or Kyle, are you superstitious?" And Kyle goes, "No, not at all." Right? Mm-hmm. So like nonchalant, not at all. And I was just like these. I had this envious. Like I have all these chains of superstition. Like I'm just held to them, mm-hmm. right? And to the point where it's like a problem sometimes.
It's like too much.
It's too much. And I thought all day of how freeing it must be to live your life. And I have my own superstitions, like
that
I was
go beyond the black cat crossing your path thing, right?
Like even the black cat. Like the other day, I was driving with my kids, and a cat crossed in front of me, and I stopped the car, and had to make sure it was a gray cat, so I felt it was okay to continue going. So,
even when I think it was Andrew who called, he brought it up. He's like, "Are you superstitious?" And you were like, "Yes, very." Yeah. And he said, "Are you wearing all black today?" And you said, "Yes, I am."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I kind of like thought about it. Like, is that a thing? And then I asked you later on, I'm like, did you really wear black?
I was just wearing black because I always wear black.
13th?
But that's like I have my own
You've created your own, right?
Yeah, but here's the problem. This is why my sons I've become superstitious as a dad of athletes, and they keep growing. And I have these things that I do now, like before my sons play games, where I have these sequence of letters and numbers that I have to say before I walk into the arena.
How does that begin, though?
I don't know. And then it gets to the point, listen to this. This is when I really caught myself last week because I got caught doing something. This is so stupid what I'm about to tell you. Is I have this sequence of numbers and letters. I say those, and I have to say them out loud quietly without anybody being interrupted. And I mean, I can't have a referee blow whistle. I can't have my wife say something. Like I have to say these numbers a certain way. Then I walk into the building. Then when I'm sitting down at the game and my son's warming up, I have to bring up on my phone a picture of my mom, and I talk to her on the phone, and then I show my mom my son warming up. And then I got to find a picture of my dad. And then I have to show my dad my son warming up. Do you know how hard it is to pull that off without getting caught?
It sounds like it's relentlessly torturous.
Because there's like 1 million people probably already there.
Yes. So,
the stress to have to do.
That's why when Kyle said, I don't have any superstitions, I was just like, how great to live like that. Like, dude, I'm at a game like this.
Yes, you don't have to do those things.
Wait, like
you
Kyle
truly
said,
don't.
How does that start? Did you do that one day and then they won the game?
Yes.
And you're like, I need to continue doing this?
My mom, I'm like this. I'm like, sure, and I'm like, hey mom, make sure Kep has a good game today. And I'm like, so I'm doing this right, and one of the parents, she's sitting next to me, she goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm showing my mom game's about to start. My mom,
she on FaceTime,
which is really sweet. But
So I did. And here's what happened. So I've been doing that for the last few months. My son's had great games. When I got caught doing it, he had the worst game of his life.
Oh
lady.
no, that just feeds you.
Exactly. So I'm in limbo now, massaging the superstition because now I don't know what to do. Because also when I leave in the morning, my house, this is part of it. I leave, I have my certain numbers and letters I have to say, and then I pull up the same pictures of my mom and dad, and I talk to them in the driveway before I leave. Right? So it's also, and that's worked out okay.
It's time consuming though too, isn't it?
So time consuming.
I don't understand
I get
the
up
letters
earlier
and
and
numbers.
That's a whole other story.
Is it spelling something?
No.
Do the letters and numbers have some sort of significance?
No. So then 2 days ago, I was walking out of the parking lot here at the radio station, and I also, I will not walk on a handicap parking space. Right?
Yeah, you've been like that always.
Right. the other day I was leaving here for whatever reason, and I took a step, and I realized I had stepped on the corner of a handicapped parking space in our parking lot, and I stopped myself and had a mental breakdown, and I had to reverse my steps. And I'm in front of the bank down here, and I'm like, oh my God, if people just saw me do what I do. I had to walk backwards like I was in snow, walking over my steps in the parking lot. Like if somebody saw, I go, man, I need to go see a psychiatrist. Yeah, right? Because I'm in the parking lot like this.
You couldn't just turn around?
No, I had to reverse my steps.
Rewind.
Like you had to go back in time and redo the moment.
As if that deletes the fact that you
I felt
it.
So it was like when Kyle yesterday, the way you just nonchalant said, no, I'm not superstitious at all. I was like, my body was like, to live like that. To live.
The freedom you enjoy.
Like you just live.
You can too.
No, he doesn't.
You live. What's it like to live? You fly like an eagle.
Maybe just don't do those things.
And at the game, so you said you have to do the numbers and the sequences by yourself with nobody hearing, no whistles blowing. Yeah. What happens if that gets interrupted? What's the penalty?
I don't know, but it's just kind of like with my mom. It's like I've never had anyone interrupt my mom, me showing my son warm up. But it's like my son has a huge game tonight at 8. Huge. And I don't know what to do before the game now. Do I show my mom and dad? Do I not show my mom and dad?
If you don't do it and things don't go well, you're going to have that guilt.
Yeah, but it can't go any worse than they did last week. It was a horrible game for him. And I totally blame myself for not slyly showing my mom the game. And then I think, should I find a different picture of my mom?
Maybe you find a different place so you don't get interrupted again.
Yeah, but then that's a good idea too. But then how? Because you know how hard it is. I mean, to bring up a picture and walk around and go, "Hey, there he is warming up."
No, it sounds exhausting.
You have to do it really fast.
So stressful. Yeah, but I also got to give her time to find him.
Sure. A lot of people on that basketball court.
You're hearing yourself, right?
Oh, it's insane. And I don't want my sister to hear this because she's going to call me. She thinks I'm crazy. There's also so many other things I've done that she's caught me doing, and she's like, "What are you doing?" So anyway.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that Rich did the other day. This blows my mind. This really blows. I feel like this is one of those optical illusions. Something you said the other day. And I deal with this every day since you brought it up. I can't believe this. So, you guys know where Rich parks?
Not really.
You ever see where Rich
sometimes
parks?
when I get there, I'm like, I always see your car, Johnjay, but then I'm like, where's Rich?
Okay, Rich has been parking this one space pretty much for years. This one space.
Kind of behind you?
Over here. Whatever.
Oh, okay. Never
right.
mind. Yeah.
So, the other day he goes, he parks on the south side of the building, would you say? Is that the south
I guess I don't know which side, northwest and south
Okay,
is.
well,
that changes from all the time.
For if you could try to help me as much as I can to get this story, I need you to help me with it.
I guess south side.
So south side of the building. You know where he parks where you pull in the official front door of this building. That's where he parks.
Okay.
Right? So the other day he says, there's some weird car parked out here. And I go, oh, it was over here. So I go look, and I'm like looking at it, and I go, yeah. And he goes, yeah. He goes, look, because you see where my car is? And I'm like, huh? Your car? He goes, yeah, my car's right here. And I look out the window, and his car's right here.
Yeah.
But to me, his car should be over there. Because that's where the front of the building is. But the front of the building is right here.
It's on this side.
It blows my mind that the front of the building is right here.
What?
Since
There's
2006.
2 fronts, kind of.
No,
There's
the
2
one,
fronts.
this front right here.
That's the front because that's where the logo is.
Yes, I've thought since 2006 that the front is right there, over there. And I cannot comprehend that I can look outside this window and see Rich's car in the front of the building.
What?
I just can't. I thought it was over there. I thought to see the front of the building, I have to walk down to Digital and look out that window over there, way down the hallway. It blows my mind that it's right here. Like yesterday, I sat right here and looked out the window, and I was like, I can't freaking believe this is the front of the building.
Yeah, you were really confused.
And I watched you. I watched you outside talk to Earl, the security guard. I wasn't just watching you. Like I just was out there looking out the window from up here, going, I can't believe that's the front of the building. Oh, look, there's Rich. And I was like, going to his car. I didn't know. Since 2006, I had no idea I could watch you go to your car.
Yeah, anybody who parks over there, you could watch it.
I didn't know
Have
that's
you
the
always
front.
parked over there?
No.
But I mean, for at least 3 or 4 years, you parked right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going, I just can't. Like my wife, sometimes she'd be like, hey, I'm going to drop something off. I had no idea that I could just wait for her right here and see her. Mm-hmm. You know,
like if you navigate like over here, that's where it takes you.
Right.
To the front of the building.
But I didn't know that's the front of the building.
Oh my gosh.
That's what blows my mind. I can't. I'm all day yesterday, all day this week. I mean, and one more thing you said. So I have a white SUV, right? I see my car everywhere. 1 million people have my car. And one day I saw my car driving down the street right here. And I go, oh, look, there's a guy. It's a car like mine. And Rich goes, yeah, but yours has black handles. And I was like, it does? He's right. All these cars that look just like mine. Mine's the only one with black handles. I had no idea.
All these superstitions is not letting you notice all these things, Johnjay.
Oh, good point.
But I
You're so
see
caught
my
up.
car everywhere. Mine's the only one with black handles. And you knew it. And I have no idea why I have black handles.
I imagine that's a
all-white
special
SUV, all-white SUV, black handles. And I'm like, what the hell? I've had the car since 2017. And I'm like, what? And every time I walk to my car right now, like this morning, black handles.
Of all the things that
You're a
I've said that I
trip.
want to stick in your mind,
I know.
none of those are even close.
You know how much time you waste worrying about all these little things?